This is Jamie Dyer welcoming you to another edition of the Quo-Cast. And if you'd like to be a guest on a future episode of the podcast, you can. You can email quocast@outlook.com. That's quocast@outlook.com. You can tweet at the Quo-Cast on X, or check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/the Quo-Cast. Now, let's get on to the main feature of this podcast. There has been something of a change over the last couple of years or so on the official Quo store on their website. Have you noticed? There have been more lines celebrating anniversaries. There's been the Frantic 4 one, the Ain't Complaining, Bula Quo, even like lyrics to songs and stuff like that, artwork. There's a lot more products associated with that than I think there used to be, a lot more kind of nostalgia based. I think it was mainly reserved for tour merchandise or anything that happened to be released in the modern Quo camp at that time. But they have gone in a slightly different direction, and they continue to do so with the introduction of the Rossi Young Original Quo Lyrics collection, which sounds like a book, doesn't it? But at this time of recording, it isn't a book. It is individual posters of the original writing of the songs, right? So the original lyrics that where they were writing the song, perhaps in some cases it's like a final lyric where they've kind of changed one or two things about it, written in either Bob, Francis, or whoever was around at the time's handwriting. And I must say, I was kind of surprised by this because I felt like something was coming, but I did think it was a book. Maybe that's coming ahead, but we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, each poster is around A3 in size, and they are £30 each for an A3 poster. That is quite a size for the for a copy of the lyric sheet, and then it's got like Rossi Young Original Quo Lyrics Collection or whatever at the bottom. So it's a poster you can put up on your wall. I'm sure there are many people who would be interested in this product. Tribute bands, perhaps, who want to kind of get an insight into the writing of these things. But what songs are included? Well, all Rossi Young compositions. So if you're looking for Rocking All Over the World or anything like that, you're not going to find it. We have the following: Caroline, Down, Down, and It's Better Now, What to Do, Unspoken Words, Slow Train, Shifting Sand, Shady Lady, Railroad, Paper Plane, Na Na Na, Most of the Time, Invitation, In My Chair, Fine, 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 Don't Waste My Time, and Claudie. Now, as the promotion says, they've written probably about 100 songs for Quo over the last 50 plus years. This feels like almost a best of, like their favourites that they've written down the years. I mean, perhaps these are the only ones that are left. I don't know, of the original lyric writing process, because we all lose things down the years. I don't know. You'd have to ask Bob that question, I guess. The thing that surprised me here was Shifting Sand, which I don't think has ever been officially released on any kind of deluxe album or anything like that. I might be wrong. It might be on that disc that came with the kind of anthology book thing that Bob Young helped to write many years ago. I haven't got a copy of the disc, but I think I've seen it on there. So, yeah, and it was also included in the Hello Quo documentary, I believe, as well in the background. But don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've seen it. Nice mixture of album tracks as well. You've got Shady Lady, you've got Na Na Na, Most of the Time, which was a live favourite for a long time, Invitation, which was written back in sort of the mid to late 70s, but not recorded properly. You know, studio recording. They'd made demos, some of which are on the, I think it's the If You Can't Stand the Heat deluxe edition. So they're there. And then in 1986, it was included on the In the Army Now album. Fine, Fine, Fine is there too. I mean, that was on the Quo album. Something stuck out like a sore thumb there, I guess. I think some people kind of skip that when they go to that. But it was later recorded by Bob Young for his country album. And really good it is too. And it's better now. Would have been surprising if this had been done, say, 15 years ago. But because of its inclusion in the acoustic project that kind of boosted its reputation, I actually think that the acoustic version is possibly better than the original, but that's just my preference. So yeah, it boosted its profile. What to Do from On the Level, Unspoken Words from Piledriver, Slow Train from Quo, obviously, and Railroad. I mean, there's so many tracks there. I am, as a fan, though, disappointed that it's not a book at this stage, but it might be. It might be. What do you think? Will you be picking anything up from this collection? Is there a lyric sheet blown up to A3 size that you would love to have on the wall in your Quo room, if you have it, or maybe your bedroom, perhaps, like the old days? Do let me know via all the usual channels. What do you think of this thing? Let me know. Take care, and I'll see you again for another episode of the Quo-Cast.